Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. So last week we did some watercolor painting coloring thing, right? So one of the things that I did while I was watercolor painting thing was I would take my watercolor palette and I would use this spritzy and I would go spritz, 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 spritz. Anytime I needed to refresh one, I would just open it up and go boop. I love it. However, I have two of these. And for now, I can tell the difference because one has a cap and one is missing its cap. So this one is alcohol and this one is water. I don't want to spray the alcohol on my paints because I don't know what that would do. I'd like to think it wouldn't do anything, but I don't want to spray the alcohol on my paints. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little Cricut project. We're going to cut a couple of little vinyls that say alcohol and water or H2O. I haven't decided, probably water because I'm a simple person. And then we're going to put them on here so we can tell which one is which. Let's just get right into it. Okay, let's start by getting into the app and getting a fresh new canvas. This one's going to be really simple because we're just going to have a couple of words. Really, really simple. Super straightforward. One says water, one says alcohol. And then we're going to choose a font. There's so many fonts to choose from, and most of them are really awesome. Some of them are kind of similar to each other. Whatever. We'll go resize them. So these little tiny bottles are 3 inches around, and I have about a 3.5 inch workspace. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make them like just like 2 inches wide-ish, 1.5 inches for the water. Yeah, they should fit really good. And then we're not gonna save it because, I mean, how many times do I need to do this? If I really need to do it again, I can always just write it up again. Not hard. Just a couple of words. Choose our paper, which is really vinyl, and I've already made one cut. Now I'm going to make another cut. I want it to be 4 inches wide and 1 inch-ish tall. Put it down on the mat, make sure it's stuck down to the mat really well. And I think I'm using the standard grip mat, which is the medium grip. And it has to check itself, make sure that I have the right mat in there. It's got to make sure that it's the right length, because there are 2 different lengths and 2 different widths, I think. I don't know. I have one. It's 12 by 12, that's it. I mean, I have a bunch of them, but just one size. Make width cuts, yay. Eject the mat, yay. Now it's time to take it upstairs and weed. And this stuff weeds really, really easily. It does. If I could find a link for it, I'll leave a link for this stuff down in the bottom, in the description. It just kept wanting to like pop out though, because it's kind of it's not as flexible as it could be. But I mean, to be fair, it's supposed to go on a solid surface. It's not an iron-on, so it doesn't need to be flexible. But it just keeps popping. Boop. This was a good project. It was simple, it was easy. If you ever have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. I may not know the answer to them, but I'll try to look it up. Gotta clean the bottle. And then we get our transfer tape, which I've cut to be about the same size as the bigger word. And I am going to use it twice, because you can use your transfer sheets more than once. handy little hack that. Except, you know, when you use it on something that it doesn't want to come off of, like cardstock. When I was doing mock-ups, I did some mock-ups for a friend. He wanted something on the back of his truck. And I did like 3 or 4 different, I think it was 4 different mock-ups. And I wasted the transfer tape because I did it with paper. And then it just wouldn't come off the paper. Whoops. Of course, to be fair, I was using a different transfer tape. And it was a lot harder or a lot stickier. And look at how well that worked. Just look at that. It's so pretty. And I get rainbows. Yeah. I love me some rainbows, y'all know that. So, I've already picked up the alcohol with the transfer tape because I did it kind of off camera because we all know how well I keep things on camera, but, you know, we don't need this to be like 20 minutes either, so we cut a bunch of it out. But yeah, this worked really, really, really well. But look at these. These are so cool. They worked really, really well. I love them so very much. So very, very much. Look at how much they sparkle. They're so nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yay. Well, I think that worked out really, really well. Here is the one for the alcohol. Oops, right side up. Yes, yes. I think that one worked out really, really well. Here is the one for the water. Here they are both together. I don't know. I think they worked out really, really well, and it was fairly simple to do. It was enjoyable. It was fairly relaxing. There weren't any big major snags because all we did were cut out some words and then stick them onto a couple of bottles. So there wasn't any layering or anything like that. Nothing fantastic, nothing special, nothing weird. But I had a good time. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. I mean, if you have a machine, you know, yay, then yeah, I'm put labels on just everything now. Everything as it should be. But yeah, there's not really much to say. So with all that being said and done, thank you so much for coming, and I will see you next week. Stay safe.